implementing more trust-based marketing. In this video, I want to talk to you about marketing your coaching brand outside of your day-to-day reels and Instagram content. You see, the online world, as you will know, is busier than ever. And there's an amazing opportunity to really take a great coaching brand and capitalize on the exposure, the audience, and the opportunity to grow a hugely successful coaching brand. But it's becoming harder for all businesses because of a lowered state of trust. Now, that means that if people don't really know you, if people don't really trust you, it's harder for you to get that person to buy from you. And there is a way of being able to increase trust. Years ago, I created something called the Trust Accelerator. And I took all of our clients through this system, and we've been teaching it ever since. And then suddenly the whole wave of, well, let's just go straight to Instagram, let's get new followers and let's sign people up. And then coaches again have turned around and said, well, they're not signing up as easily. And I went back over this and I said, well, how many people are really using the Trust Accelerator that I brought in years ago? And so let's talk to coaches more about building trust. Now, here's something for you. 40% plus of our clients that join our coaching program join after following and engaging in various forms of our content for 3 to 4 months plus, which means they've followed us, they've engaged in our social media, Instagram, Facebook, etc., and then they have digested and taken on board various other different forms of content. Now, we have a tracking system that gets through email or webinars or whatever it is, our ability to track what people are actually watching. And then we can see when they buy. All tracked, it's all tested. And with that, we know what they've been following. They watch my YouTube channel. They listen to the podcast. They join one of my free workshops or webinars. And when we have sales calls with coaches and we say, how do you know about us? They will always say, 40-50% of them will say, I've followed your YouTube. I've watched. I mean, you're watching this right now. What is this doing to our relationship? This is very, very important. Now, Daniel Priestley, who many of you will have heard of, he created the book Key Person of Influence. But I'd say he's better known right now, even though he's very well known for his book, but by being on the Diary of a CEO. But Daniel Priestley said to build on this trust and encourage people to buy from you, they need to consume 7 hours of content, 11 interactions, and across 4 platforms. So what does that tell you about the state of marketing? If they come on your Instagram page and you've got a 25 to 35 second reel, and that's great, it's capturing attention, it's getting audience attention, it's bringing people in, then they watch another reel. And yes, they can build some degree of relationship to a certain degree. But how do you extend that 7 hours? Get them to watch a YouTube, a podcast, a workshop, read longer form emails. So I'm going to ask you the question right now. What are you doing to build trust outside of your carousels, outside of your one-liner posts, outside of your stories on Instagram? Possibly not a lot. What if you were doing it? It would increase the trust. Just for a moment, think about this. Let's say we're 5-6 minutes into this video right now. For example, you have got to know me to this point. Maybe you've watched 3 other YouTube episodes. What are you doing right now? I know clearly that there is a differentiation between me and other business mentors. I help coaches build coaching brands with coaching service and delivery at the heart. And whatever our coaches make revenue-wise, all of them do very, very well, but it's a byproduct of the coaching brand that they build. Our program isn't where coaches are literally just focused on how many leads, how many sales. And they are focused on that, but it's not the only driver of the business. Building a coaching brand. So what have I got to do? I've got to share that like I'm doing right now. And you go, oh, there's 2 different types of business mentor out there. There's one that does this, there's one that does that. I want Mark. I want what Mark helps coaches build. And that's what I present within my content. But I can only get that across in quick videos on, in short snippets like reels. But what about watching a video like this? I get to build a better relationship. You see my tonality. You can share, I can hear my values and the vision I have for what I help coaches achieve. So how do you do this? Well, there's a little structure that I follow. And if you go to my YouTube, you will see what we do and model it. Model what I do. The first thing is education and tutorials. So this video is about how to build more trust within your marketing, how to build more trust, build a better relationship with your target audience. And so what I do is I come up with titles, I come up with ideas. How do I get ideas? Well, we get ideas from the highest performing YouTube videos, but we also get ideas from what people actually talk to us about on sales calls. What am I struggling with? Or I want to differentiate between building, a coaching brand versus just going viral on social media. Let's create a YouTube video about that so we can create different subjects. So you've got education and tutorials. Now, we find that the sweet spot for these is about 10 to 12 minutes. However, I remember learning from a YouTube expert years ago, if your topic is great and you can present it in a way that gets the watch time all the way through, it depends on how great the video is. Oh, let's keep films to a certain length. There are films to a certain length, but the reality is, if you're not going to keep a film to 20 minutes, if it needs to be 60 minutes and you can get people to watch it to the end. So that's something to think about. The second thing, if you look at my YouTube channel, is there are client case studies. Client case studies is where I go and interview a client for 10 to 15 minutes. I talk about where they were before they joined us, what they actually did to get to where they wanted to be, what they actually achieved, and then what the big breakthroughs were, the lessons for them that's actually helped them to get to the next level. And where are they now? Like, what does life look like now? What's the future look like? And we talk about that. And those case studies sit on my YouTube channel. And then finally, we have workshops and webinars. So workshops and webinars are topics that I teach every month or every couple of months. And we get people on a workshop, on a webinar for 60 to 90 minutes plus. And that is a very immersive journey that coaches go on with me. And I teach. And what does that do? Well, we've got education and tutorial YouTubes and podcasts. We've got client case studies, which we put out. And then we've got the workshops and webinars. I'm going to stop the video just for 2 seconds because I've got a free gift for you. Now, I created a 5-part mini series called the Online Coach Income Accelerator. And in this video series, I teach you the incredible opportunities that lie ahead for online fitness coaches today. I then talk to you about how to attract, engage, and market to your dream customers. Now, when you have these dream prospects in sight, I then teach you how to land the high-paying clients. Now, to download this, to get immediate access, all you need to do is to click the link in the bio, and you'll receive immediate access as soon as you submit your details. I'll see you there. So that's 3 different forms, but I'm putting out a case study and I'm putting out a YouTube video every single week. So if you think about the 7 hours, 11 interactions and 4 platforms, we're kind of covering that spread, right? Because we've also got email. So how do you actually start to get these out to your audience? Well, I have the YouTube channel, and to be honest with you, my YouTube channel is not a viral YouTube channel. It's not getting viewed all over YouTube. How am I getting people to there? Well, number one thing is when we're having conversations in the DMs. When we find somebody who is maybe a perfect fit for what we do, but not ready for some help right now, we'll send them a YouTube video. We'll send them a lead magnet. We'll collect their email addresses. If somebody is a great lead and they are going to have a call with my team in between the conversation and having the call with my team, whatever the area is that they're looking for the most help with, we may send them a YouTube video or a case study of a client to watch. So we're actually getting somebody prior to having a call with us to try and actually consume more of the content so that we get closer to the 7-11-4 principle around that Daniel Priestley shared. We also send long form videos in email. So every single week we'll send out an email linking people to the latest case study and linking to the latest YouTube. My YouTubes are put on X. They're put in my channel on Instagram. They're pushed out to our audiences through my channel. We also add longer form videos into retargeting on Facebook. So let's say, for example, we have everybody that's followed or engaged with me for the last 60 to 90 days. We have a video that will show up to people that are engaging for them to watch. We might download a YouTube video, we put that in as a native video into Facebook ads, do a retargeting video, or we can put a Loom style video where I'm recording and talking through a subject, and we put these as retargeting. So when people are looking at my content on Instagram, they then get to be able to, oh, there's an ad. Oh, it's a longer form video. So we get people to watch these videos. And we also invite our email list, which we're building month on month on month. We're growing the email list bit by bit by bit. And as we grow that email list, we are then diverting them when we launch a workshop. So we've got people in our list, people following our Instagram, and then we send them all to watch this workshop. What happens? We get them indoctrinated, and coaches really, really buy into me, who I am, and my journey. So I want you to think about this 2025 moving into 2026 and beyond. We're in this trust recession, as it's been called, I've heard over the last year. And I don't want to say that we're in this trust recession and it's just a period that we're going through. As a marketer, we shouldn't be naive to say we're just in this trust recession. We're in a phase. Okay, I'll get that. But if you're reliant just on quick new follow-up, book a call, that you're going to find it harder and harder to actually get the level of income that you want to generate necessarily from the level that you want to charge for your coaching, because you're trying to sell people that don't really know you. It's better to nurture people through longer form content in mediums that I've just shared, to bring helping people to understand more about you. And ultimately, when you do get somebody on a call, they're going to be a better quality lead because they've been indoctrinated in your methods and methodologies and the clients that you've worked with way before they end up speaking to you on a call. It's the way to bring in the best quality leads, prospects, and clients into your world. Now, that is how you implement more trust building into your marketing and adding an extra dimension to the funnels that you outside of just the normal Instagram DMs and new followers. So as always, I hope you found this helpful. And if you want to find out more information about how we can help you build your coaching brand with stability and systems and the ability to scale with leadership, then click the link in the description, or by all means, just send me a message on Instagram and I'll send you a message with how we can potentially help you. For now, take care and I'll speak to you soon.